What is up guys? What is up? What is up? Grabe, kakaganda naman ng araw natin ngayon. Walang masyadong init, pero may kulimlim, tsaka mukhang uulan. Pero tuloy pa rin tayo sa lakad natin ngayon. What we're going to do today is we're gonna answer some questions na nakikita natin sa comment section sa ating YouTube channel about our Honda RS125 Fi. So samahan niyo ako ngayon as we travel and answer your questions. Di natin patatagalin pa yung intro, and let's go! So, uy, dito pa pala to. Dito pa. So, first question dito is, I would like to ask if nagpalit ka na ba ng bagong gulong, and if it's tubeless ba, and kamusta yung vibrations. If nakikita mo naman, ayan o, medyo may vibrate talaga yung Honda RS125 Fi. Sad reality, but kaya mong tanggapin yon, and then this motorcycle is good to go. So ang tires na pinal ko dito ay hindi tubeless, but nonetheless it's good enough for city ride or place A to place B na trip. So it's not necessary to have a tubeless, or ano, on my end, sa aking perspective, dahil hindi ko talaga to ginagamit pang malayo ang biyahe. So ayun, it's all about the perspective and your ways of usage of it. So shout out to you, sir. Thank you sa question mo, and hopefully nasagot ka lang din, if ever. But ayun, hindi ako makaka-recommend sa'yo ng kahit anong brand na tubeless. Alright? Okay, let's go. So another question here that we got is, pwede po ba ng bracket ng Honda Beat sa Honda RS? Yung nilagay kong bracket dito, nabili ko is from H&J. That's a known brand, ano, na pangmasa talaga, pang anuhan, pang araw-araw na type na bracket. So most likely, I'm not sure about bracket of Honda RS and Honda Beat, if ano lang ba sila, okay ba sila, but sa tingin ko hindi. I can say kasi parang meron kasi yung ano, yung usual na nakikita ko ng grab bar sa Honda Click tsaka mga scooters, for example, is iba yung parang mounting nila. So ayun, maybe to know more of this is you gotta try to visit your nearest motorcycle dealers para meron tayong idea. But most likely every brand or every model ng motor is may kanya-kanya talaga siyang bracket na style or bracket na mounting. So yan yung idea natin, or yan yung usual na nalalaman natin. But yun, if you want to dig further, you can go to your nearest motor dealers. Alright? Let's go to the next question. Ito, parang magandang question to. Tagasan ka, Dol? So guys, by the way, even though I'm speaking Tagalog, or ano, I'm just speaking Tagalog, no, para mas madami tayong makonect na mga tao, tapos marami tayong ma-share na values, each and every one of us. But I'm currently here at Cebu City. At ayun, sana na sagot ko yung tanong mo. Next question is, nandito yon sa Honda RS125 na review. Question niya is, ano yung every 3 change oil mo palit ng spark plug? So nasagot ko to sa previous video ko, which is dati kasi hindi ko malaman anong problema ng motor ko, kasi every cold start niya, or let's say every morning, ganon, parang every first start engine niya, yung ganon, parang first electric start mo is hindi talaga siya umaandar, or kailangan mo pa siyang bigyan ng silinyador, or bigyan mo siya ng piga bago siya parang kailangan mo siyang alalayan na pigain while naka-on para umandar siya. I think alam ng iba yan or may naka-experience ng ganyan, especially pag feeling nila drain na yung battery. But ayun, as I tried changing the batteries, I mean, I can say na like nung third year ng motor ko, gumagana siya pero hanggang kickstart na lang. But before that, ayun nga, na-experience ko na yun na kailangan talaga siyang while mag electric start guys, kailangan mo tulungan ng piga para umandar siya. So electric push start plus piga, yun, doon siya mag-on. So another thing na trinay ko is ayun nga, yung spark plug. Kasi nga 'di ba, yung parang yung spark plug is parang siya yung parang magi-ignite ng ng parang sa engine. So yun yung theory ko na sinubukan. But nung nagpa-maintenance ako like what, 6 months ago or 4 months ago, imagine guys, 6 years, after 6 years pala ako shoutout, 6 years pa lang ako nag body maintenance ng motor na to. So ayun, dun ko nalaman nga kailangan pala linisan yung throttle body niya. Alright, so sana nasagot ko yung tanong nyo. And those are just my ways when I tried my 5 years of usage sa aking Honda RS. But most likely, as I've said, if meron kayong mga questions about ganun and we can help each other, then it was a great one. And ayun nga, ngayon lang natin nalaman na we don't need to change every other change oil or every 3 changes sa oil change bago siya palitan ng spark plug. But ayun nga, meron ding mga spark plug kasi na mas malakas daw yung arangkada, ganon. So parang yun yung parang main purpose nila. But let's move forward to the next question. Hindi po ba sumasayad sa mga higanting humps ng Pinas ang ground clearance ng RS mo, Paps? Lalo na pag may angkas ka, thanks. So honestly guys, sumasayad talaga. Sadly guys. So ayun lang. So ang sagot natin dyan guys is, unfortunately, sasayad talaga. Especially if sa akin, I tried na meron akong angkas and hindi naman siya ganun kabigat, pero ako kasi is my height is 5'10" and weight ko around is 70 to 85, ganun. Naglalaro sa doon yung timbang, depende sa ulam. So ayun, yun yung natin. So if you weighed around 80 plus, yung inangkas mo is around 50 to 60, so medyo mabigat talaga. Tapos meron pa kayong dala like what, bag or tapos may mga lubak-lubak tayo dito, especially sa Pinas. So ayun, unfortunately sasayad talaga. And na-experience ko talaga na nalubak na may kasama, parang yun, sakit sa heart. So ayun, this is not recommended for rough roads, but for city rides like this na kita mo naman yung daan, then we can say that this is a good one. This is a recommended motorcycle. If alam niyo, nakita niyo naman yung daan dito, if hindi masyadong rough road, I could easily say and I could easily recommend this motorcycle. Ayun nga guys, nakita natin yung Honda Beat. Iba yung grab handles niya sa Honda RS. So malabong mapareho sila ng bracket for top box purposes. Next question dito is, boss, sa long ride ba ang RS is uminit ba? Especially air cooler lang, hindi siya liquid cooled. I'm gonna say to you guys, RS is talaga is umiinit. I tried traveling this motorcycle for like 80 to 90 kilometers ba yun? Or what? Back and forth na ba yun? Hindi, nakalimutan ko, basta malayo talaga yung napuntahan ko. But may angkas ako and 60 to 70 kph yung takbo ko for like 30 to 40 minutes or 1 hour, ang experience natin dun is medyo umiinit talaga yung makina niya, especially dito sa may paahan. Dito especially yan, nakita mo yan, yung makina niya. Ayan, nakakaramdam ako ng init dyan sa buga, sa may paa. So, alright, nice one. Siguro dala na rin yun sa hindi pa na change oil. So I could really say if malayo ang biyahean yung parang gusto mong takbuhin, is either after biyahe mag-change oil or before magbiyahe mag-change oil, para ramdam mo yung swabe at yung bago nating experience sa makina while nagpapatakbo. Alright? But nonetheless, okay lang yung init niya, hindi siya yung parang napapasok ka talaga. But ayun, makakaramdam ka talaga ng medyo discomfort kasi nga tumatakbo. So dadagdag siya sa isip mo while tumatakbo, like ganito. So maano yung awareness mo, mababawasan yung attention mo sa awareness. So ayun, malaking factor yun if ever gusto mo parang bimahe ng malayo, right? Ito guys, napakaganda lang question na to, which is super worth it gawa ng bagong video. So para mas malalaman mo yung specific answer dito sa question na to sa next video natin. But the question is, meron daw siyang tatlong choices sa pagpilian niyang motor, which is motor RS125 Fi, Mio M3, and Honda Click, which is tatlo. Isa talaga to sa mga primary choices ko sa mga motor. So, ay, kinakabahan ako dun ha. Since andito ka sa FAQ ko, I'm just gonna share a little bit experience of my Honda RS125 Fi, but we'll give a great comparison on that in my next video, right? So, in my personal experience with Honda RS125, if you're gonna consider this na pang pasok lang sa school at pang place A to place B lang, I can say that this motorcycle is very very good for investment na parang student lang na need lang ng ride papasok sa school. Alright? Maintenance wise, napakaganda. Yung mga pinapalitan ko lang dito is change oil, spark plug, and yung mga FI cleaner, yung brakes, brake fluid. But hindi siya frequent, okay? Hindi siya frequent na kailangan mag-change oil, ganun. So you can try if kaya mo, every 2,000 to 3,000, 4,000 na oil change. If ever malapit lang yung school sa inyo at hindi ka talaga bumabiyahe, I can recommend na ganong style lang kasi napaka hindi talaga yun magagamit yung motor mo sa bakbakan. So I can recommend that. So ayun, matitipid na yung frequent oil change mo. So yun, tipid ka doon. And then ang nababasa ko is every 5 yata, 5? Hindi ako sure guys ha. If ever meron kang alam, please comment down below. But ang alam ko sa scooter is nagpapalit talaga sila ng belt for motorcycle around 5,000 to 10,000 odo, kasi yun yung nagpapatakbo sa motor nila. And sa ganito namang motor, naka-chain at sprocket yung gamit natin dito. In the good news is kapag chain at sprocket yung gamit mo, mas mahaba yung lifespan nito. So kayang umabot ng 20 to 30,000 of odometer yung kaya nitong lifespan bago mo palitan. So ganyan siya kaganda. Sad to say, sa akin hindi ko siya masyadong naalagaan kasi nga sinubukan ko lang tong parang ipangharabas. But yun guys, pag inalagaan mo lang din naman, mas tatagal talaga yung lifespan niya. Sa akin napalitan ko around 13 to 15,000, but kaya nito ng 20,000. Yun yung pinaka ko, parang sagad na yung 30, but 20,000 na parang place A to place B lang. Hindi ka pumupunta ng malayuan, hindi mo hinaharabas. Ayun, I can say that napakatagal nitong palitan. Yung change ng sprocket ko tsaka yung chain took me around 2 to 3 years din. So ayun, most likely it will it will take some time talaga before to maniningil ng ating maintenance. Alright? Hopefully na sagot lang din. And I think I'm gonna make some vlogs then if ever magpapa-change oil ako or ano, para meron kayo makikita ng estimated budget kung magkano yung pagpapa-maintenance, papa-change oil ko, or anything else that could really give some help sa atin. Alright? Next question is, goods po ba yung RS125? Kino-consider ko po kasi siya as my first motorcycle. Musta din po siya sa long ride? Nakakangawit po ba? Pwede po ba siya sa medyo off-road? May issue po ba siya nung tumagal? Salamat po. If you're a guy like me, and to follow up your question, kamusta siya sa long rides? Kamusta yung maintenance niya? Kamusta yung motor, if may issue ba? In my whole experience guys, wala akong na-experience na pangit or anything na parang gusto ko na lang talaga itong ibenta. I think the only reason pag ibebenta ko itong motor na to is para mag-upgrade or para mag-scooters, kasi meron talagang convenience yung scooter now. But nonetheless, if ever not in my mind na ibebenta to, hindi talaga yan sasagi sa isip natin. Alright? So all in all, I can really recommend this motorcycle pag gusto natin to gamitin pang day-to-day use, pang off-road, semi-off-road. O yun, nakita nyo naman, medyo meron talagang lubak-lubak dito sa daan. Kayang-kaya ni Ares yan. But ayan, disclaimer lang, pag medyo mabigat tayo and merong angkas, ayun, sabi talaga tayo doon. Alright? But nonetheless, napakaganda, napakaswabe. Kita nyo naman, napakaganda ng daan. Walang, pag maganda yung daan, walang problema tong motor na to. So we got another question here. Question niya is, kamusta daw yung motor natin? Nabili niyang motor is Honda RS125 na repossessed. And tanong niya is, ma-vibrate ba talaga yung Honda RS125 Fi? So ganun talaga, no? Parang nakikita natin na the only reason or the only way or the only reason bakit ayaw natin bilhin itong motor na to is yung vibration. And sadly, yes, meron talagang vibration. So ito, check natin yung sinasabi ko sa inyo, yung around 40 to 60 na kilometers kph, kilometers per hour, magva-vibrate talaga siya. But after noon, 60 to 80 ganon, okay lang. Tapos basta yung part na yun, mag-ano talaga siya, magva-vibrate siya. So ito, ayan, 50. Saglit lang, sorry. Medyo marami kasing tao eh, kaya hindi natin mapatakbo ng 40 to 60 na tatanggalin natin yung kamay natin. So at least ito siguro kaya to. Ayan, 50 guys. Oh, kita nyo ha? Kita nyo yun guys. Pagbaba niya, ayun, nawala yung vibrate. Pero dito mismo guys, medyo may vibrate talaga siya while nag-rides tayo. So isa to sa reasons bakit pwede tayong mapagod. So ayun, kung gusto nyong i-consider yon para hindi bilhin, but most likely sa motor natin meron talagang vibration yan, kasi nga merong makina at yun yung nagpapatakbo natin. Alright? Next question is, sir, kung full cash po ba bibilhin yung Honda RS125, meron po bang discount? I'm not sure ha, I'm not sure. Depende talaga yan sa motor dealers natin kung ano yung promo nila or ano yung mga discount nila. But I bought this motorcycle, hulugan, good for 1 year. 20,000 yung down payment. 20,000 pesos yung down payment ko. So ayun, around 5,000 yung monthly, kasi in a year lang. But if good for 36 months, I can say it's around 2 something lang or 3,000. So ayun guys, yun yung masasagot ko dyan. But ayun nga, depende talaga sa motorcycle dealers na mapupuntahan mo or maanuhan mo kung meron silang discount. But most likely, hindi sila nagbibigay ng discount or ano. Kasi meron silang SRP. Pag nakuha mo yung SRP, yun, makakatipid ka talaga compared sa hulugan. Alright? Ito, good question to. Kamusta yung motor sa rainy season? Madulas ba yung stock? Madulas ba yung gulong? Or ano pa? Madali bang abutin yung motor sa pag i-stock? Guys, honestly, nadaan ko na to sa baha. Around what? Dito yata yung baha sa paahan ko. So may funny moment na kailangan ko ganunin yung paa ko para hindi matamaan yung paa or hindi mabasa. But ayun, honest experience. Yung baha, yung sinulong ko to sa baha, naswertehan lang din yata na ano, hindi tayo natirikan sa daan at medyo maganda din yung tambutso niya kasi hindi napasukan, kasi piga lang din ako ng piga while nasulong sa baha. So around what, half kilometers or less than half kilometers yung nadaan ko, mga 200 meters yata, ganon, na baha talaga. Piga lang ako ng piga hanggang sa nakaraos. So ayun, yun yung ano ko dun. Yun yung masasabi ko doon. Napakaganda. Pero yun, not advisable not advisable guys. Sasabi ko din naman na yung tambutso niya is medyo paano rin, pa-slant. So hindi agad aabutin ng tubig, hindi mapapasukan ng tubig. Shoutout kayo sir, salamat sa subscribe. At kung hindi pa kayo nag-subscribe guys, subscribe na din kayo, alright? So last but not the least, idol, mare-recommend nyo ba yung Honda RS125 Fi? Napakagandang last but not the least question, no? Yun talaga, wala nang paligoy-ligoy. 100% recommended itong motor na to, alright? Mas marami yung goods kaysa sa hindi. Yun yung pinaka short answer ko doon. But if you want to know more, or if you want to know more informations, wala ako na experience na issue dito, but more on the maintenance side lang, okay? Yun, cleaning ng throttle body para hindi siya pag nag electric start ka, push start ka na na namamatay siya every cool start mo, or every time na ipapaandar mo. Yun lang yung parang main issue ko na naranasan, kasi namamatay talaga siya. Pero aside from that, yung chain guys, yung maano ko dito, dapat talaga i-maintain, linisan natin, tanggalin natin yung mga kalawang, or keep it lubricated. And then ano pa ba, yung ground clearance nya and vibration. So yun lang yung parang na ko dito. But all in all guys, gagamitin mo to for work, for schooling, for semi-rough road. Let's say sa daan natin, pwede. Alright, thank you. Parang nagbago yung ruta nila. So ayun guys, malapit na tayo sa papuntahan natin, and nasagot ko rin din naman yung mga tanong nyo. So hopefully nakatulong tong video na to para mas makonsider nyo talaga if Honda RS125 is the best fit for you as a starter motorcycle or your next motorcycle or anything. Hopefully natulungan ko kayo guys, and if umabot kayo hanggang dito sa video na to, then I'd like to say thank you guys. Please do something for me. I want you to subscribe in my channel and like this video, and never forget that we will get there, alright? Ride safe lang tayo lagi and hustle hard. Let's go.